Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Fat Lady Knits. I missed you. Yay, I'm back. Listen, um, before I go any further, I hope you're well. I hope you've had an awesome time making everything under the sun. But before I go any further, I have a checklist. The princess has given me a list. So let's go through it first. Okay. No ashy skin. Right now, I should be the shiniest person on YouTube. Okay, I don't see any ash. Lipstick, check. Earrings, check. Oh, before I go any further, these earrings, I need to give a shout out to my dad. These are earrings he bought a long, long time ago. Let me give you a brief story. I know you're here for the knitting, but let's indulge me for a minute. He was a country boy on his first airplane trip to a rock in the middle, I think it's in the Atlantic, called Ascension Island. He had never heard of it before. Most people haven't. For all I know, today it's overrun with tourists. I have no idea. But he was on his first trip abroad and he came across this jewelry store and he took the little bit of money that he had and he bought this pair of gold earrings for my mom. This was in 1960. I don't even know what. That was before any of us were even born. But it is a wonderful family jewel. I think my sister has claimed it. So if anybody else has their eyes on it, it's gone. But it is so nice and it is light. Okay? But shout out to Dad, you did well. That little jewelry shop, this was a good find because all these years later, this earring is still around. Okay? So, and I better make sure I don't lose it because I would never hear the end of it. Okay? So, when we're finished, I'm going to take them off and give them back. So, I am no longer responsible. But yeah, I can see no ash. So, we're good. So, what have I been up to? I have been cleaning out my making space, and oh my God, I have so much stuff. I have so much yarn. I have so much fabric paint. I have so many fabric markers. I have so many pencils for drawing. I have so many drawing pads. Oh my God. In trying to make room so I can see what I actually have, I ended up with both. I couldn't see the living room floor. I couldn't see the dining room floor. I couldn't see the couch. I couldn't see the love seat. And I bought all these bins from Costco. There are now 21 bins in my making space. That's yarn and all the things I just mentioned. Oh my God. So for 2023, I cannot take up another hobby. There's no room. Okay? Could you imagine if I had a mansion? Oh my God. It would be like a store. But the stuff is put away. I can see the couch now. I can see the love seat. And if I look carefully, I can see the floor. So it's still a work in progress. But while I've been doing all of this, I found stuff. And I was like, oh my God. Which means today, for the first time in a long time, we're not on Sock Island. We're on almost Hat Island. Um, Let me start. What should I start? Let me start with this one. Remember this? This was the double hat that I was working on for my mom. What happened? I'm telling you, just as I was, I pulled, I cinched, I had done my decreases, I was cinching it closed, and I tied a knot because I like a knot. And just as I was about to take that scissor and clip, something said, have you tried this hat on your mother yet? And I was like, actually, no, I haven't. Thank God that little voice went off in my head. I took the hat that I made, and because she did the blue part and I did the light part, whichever. One, she did one half, I did the other half. I put the hat on her head and it swallowed her entire head. The hat went from the crown of her head to her chin. And I was like, oh my God. Sorry about that. Something just fell over. I had to take it out. I was ready to cry. Because I was like, all that knitting, all those stitches. Oh. So I've had to frog part of it. And you can see it hurt me because I frogged more of the blue than of this cream color. And then I'm going to decrease it and then I'll do this part. Oh, she'll get it for next winter. But we've been lucky. This winter hasn't been really cold and the universe is good. We have not had snow. Yay. But shh, because sometimes when you start celebrating, that's like the day before a blizzard. Okay? But I'm gonna get this done. And what I was thinking, you know what I really like about this? I like that with the blue, you have this showing at the bottom. That's how I would wear it. But it's not my hat, so I'm just going to finish it. And when I do, she'll wear it however she likes. So that's my one stop on Sock Island. I'm so used to being on Sock Island, but I'm on Hat Island today. And that's another thing. Please forgive me when I mispronounce or when the way I speak is not the way I write, fortunately, but I hope you understand what I mean, and please forgive me when I make a mistake, okay? Because the princess has warned me that that's on the list. I need to be more careful with my words. Could you imagine there's a day when the younger people are giving you, and they're right, they're giving you instructions and they're correct? Oh my God, whoever thought that would come from someone who started out like yay big? Okay, what else? While I was cleaning out, look what I found. Okay, we all know I love my mini hats because, let's see, and don't ask me how, but they stay on my head and I love them. Okay, now I do know one day I'm going to be on Hat Island for real, but you know what I've noticed? And I checked. We have people in this family from age 2 to age 80 something. No one has a hat with a pattern. No one has a glove with a pattern. No one has a scarf with a pattern. For some reason in this family, plain rules. So I think when I get to Hat Island, I'm gonna have to shake that up and make some hats with patterns and hope they like them. If not, I'll just have a lot of hats with patterns that I'll have to gift to people. But I like this yellow. See, and it stays on my head. So I need to finish this. I don't know that I should leave this on for the rest. I look good. Anyway, I also found this one. See, I should try doing two. Oh, that's an awesome idea. Could you imagine being somewhere and I've got on 2 hats? That would be awesome. But I need to finish this and not have the thread showing. But when I'm done, I should wear them so you can see what it looks like. And to the person out there going, but that's not a hat, that's a mini. I like my dad. I'm a hot person. The two of us, see, princess, I can, okay? The two of us are warmer than other people. But my dad is like this big, but he's always hot. He spends winter in a t-shirt. And when he puts on his coat to go outside, let's say he's going to the supermarket, when he comes back, he looks like he just came out of a rainstorm. There's just water pouring off of him. So since we're hot-blooded, we don't need these big winter hats that people do. And I just wear them because I think they're cute and nobody else is wearing them. As soon as I see other people, I'm done, okay? So that's 1 hat. My mom, there's 2. It's a really nice yellow. This one, that's 3. What else did I find? Oh, this. Now, this is hilarious. Now, I love the texture of this. I wanted to make a hat with oh yes, and I'm not supposed to block my mouth. Another check. Okay. Um, but I want you to see the texture of this. I wanted to do a hat with ribbing that was unusual. So I found a ribbing pattern and I thought I was following instructions. You know, I wasn't. Because after I did all of this ribbing, I went back and I looked at the instructions and I was like, there's something wrong here. This doesn't look like the picture that went with the instructions. Why? Because as usual, I didn't follow the instruction. I did not understand what the person meant, but I ended up with this, and I love the texture. I think this is awesome. And then there's the hat part. So I just need to one day knuckle down, finish the edge here, and yeah, do a hat. Maybe it could be rolled or maybe it could be a regular hat. My only concern is, will it stretch enough to cover this head? Um, I don't have the biggest head in the world, but I'm sure it's not the smallest. But I really love this texture. And you know what? I might have invented a stitch, but I have no idea because I'm not sure what I did. I do know that I did not follow the instructions to the letter because the picture that went with this, they don't look anything alike. And I love that I found one of my roll markers because it's so rare that I see them. I know I own them. And once in a blue moon, I find one. So this was an awesome find. And my last stop before I get off Hat Island is this. I introduced this in okay, let's see, in a previous episode. And once again, I was trying to make a version of that stitch I just showed you, that rib stitch. This one is even different. It's similar, but somehow different. Don't ask me what I did. And I've actually started working with the blue. This is the palette that I got from Knit Picks. This yarn is designed to be felted, and I'm putting this at the top as an experiment so that when I throw it in the washing machine, I'll see what it does, because I've noticed I like this yarn. They have an awesome blue. Not this one, another one. It's really bright, but it does not shrink as much as I expected to. So I think it's going to be all right. You hear bells? Someone is coming or going. It's not going to shrink as much as I think, but I think it'll be cute to have this hat with that little blue at the top. Yeah. Okay. So for once, I wasn't on Sock Island. I was on Hat Island, and I enjoyed every minute of it. But we know next time you see me, I'll be back on Sock Island. Okay. But this was fun. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I am grateful for you to be here. Till next time. Bye.